Great touch and great. We're good.
Collisions getting heavy. Rugby getting tougher, but it is game on between the Makerere iMPIS and the Toyota Buffaloes here at the graveyard. About 10 minutes on the clock. Apologies for the late set with my technical team here. But we shall have the first shot on target. Shot 4 points in this match. It is Liam Walker wearing the number 2, the flyer. We've seen this many times before with Faraji Odogo and Ivan Chirabo switching numbers 2 and 9. But then this time it is Liam Walker wearing the number 2. And Philip Aita, the front row hooker, wearing the number 10. It's going to take some getting used to. The sevens players have the option to put on what they would like, their preferred numbers, but that hasn't been translated into the 15s game. But for sure, we'll be able to distinguish between Aita and Liam Walker in this game. Flag stay down, and score will stay at 0-0 between iMPIS and the Buffaloes. It is a mid-table clash. iMPIS in an unlikely position at this point. Buffaloes a bit in familiar territory. iMPIS having lost their first game of the season against the Heathens. Heathens are the Buffaloes, are the senior team to the Buffaloes. And so, having had that damage inflicted on them, they will be looking to make amends against the Buffaloes. Ivan Odiambo in the midfield. Beautiful carry. Twist and turn. But he was isolated, and Godfrey Ayebare has been flipped by Odoch Morgan. First to arrive at that breakdown. That's a bit of a reckless, I could say, clearance at the breakdown by Odoch Morgan, the number 6. He'll be very lucky to get out with this one. And you can see Kennedy Mahomes are there making a case. Making the case known for the penalty. And Godfrey Ayebare, very good positioning, quick awareness, fast on the ball, and he wins the turnover for iMPIS. Ayebare now having won that turnover. To throw in the line out. Up to John Mary Tamale, clean and well taken. Through the middle now goes Manuel Sediabane. Pass and posa to Daniel Weraba. Very good tip on pass. Looking for that number 10, the weak link in the defense. Henry Sekuye from a standing start. Long pass out wide to Kennedy Mahomes. Cuts back inside. Bumps off his opposite number, Odiambo. Still on his feet. He's been held up and now brought to the floor. It's messy at that breakdown. Was that a knock-on? Was that foul play? Playing the ball on the floor. Emmanuel Katuntu seems to make the case that he was impeded as he retrieved that ball from the breakdown. And the decision has been made. It's going to be a handling error committed by iMPIS, and therefore a scrum feed for the Buffaloes. Janier Katerega makes some space for Douglas Mosoke to pick and drive. He's looking for the inside center. He breaks the tackle of Spencer Muhire, still on his feet. Very good gains from that scrummage. Odoch Morgan now, another loose forward. Fending off Spencer Muhire. Spencer Muhire has been identified as the loose link on defense. The ball has been lost forward, and Henry Sekuye is looking for that 50-22, but boats it straight into touch. as all number 9s go. Daniel Katerega trying to raise the temperatures in this game. But the IMPIS loose forwards were having none of that. It's the second caution that has gone to the Buffaloes players for reckless actions, I could say. They're trying to get that edge over the IMPIS, probably to disrupt them from the game. Douglas Musoka again, tip on pass, and that's a high tackle. Playing advantage the Buffaloes. Ivan Odiambo, ball in two hands, two players on the outside, goes himself and into the 22. The advantage not gained, and Umar Barikanda will be looking to make sure that player safety, as has been the case against the Buffaloes, is going to be assured. But I suppose I cannot believe it, but that attempted seatbelt tackle is not safe, and it is worth a full arm penalty, which will give Liam Walker his second shot at the points at the polls. But this time he hands over the kicking duties to fullback Aaron Tuke. Aaron Tuke was the overall MVP in last year's 7 series, and his exploits have earned him a national team call-up as the Uganda men's sevens begin their campaign for the Olympics qualifiers and the World Rugby Challenger Series. Aaron Tuke off the kicking tee. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It is the first points of the game. Buffaloes lead 3-0 against the IMPIS. Back underway we go. The team in green looking to make their first foray deep inside the Buffaloes territory. Very good chase by Sedi Abane, but he has, in his attempt to regain that possession, he has slapped it forward, and it's going to be a knock forward and scrum feed for the Buffaloes. I was reading this week Samuel Lana's analysis in rugby, very good analysis on Twitter, and he mentioned that the kick restart is the third set piece and probably the most important set piece in rugby, as it gets the game underway. Those restarts after conceding, those restarts when the game is kicking off, very important. And you could see the attempt by IMPIS to disrupt that kickoff. One man chasing, there's a player overshooting that ball in case it is won by the Buffaloes and slapped back. And then the others are just waiting, getting in shape to make that first tackle or that first carry, depending on which direction the ball takes. Douglas Musoka again, another 8th man pick. This time John Tamale unable to make that tackle. Spencer Muhire is not being the best on defense, and he has given away a penalty, what looked like would have been a penalty. Yes, it's advantage. Aaron Tuke pumps it on the boots. Jerem Tasiku will be hoping the bounce is kind to him. Is he caught in no man's land? Jerem Tasiku out with that brevity like Roman Intermark for the French. And now a quick pick by Pius Mpoza. Henry Nsekwe, who's looking for that boot, finds that space, splitting the back three. It's Juma Peter with Liam Walker in support. Juma Peter, will he be putting it on the board? No, he chooses to carry into Roy Kizito. Isolated. Godfrey Every yet again first to arrive at the breakdown. Turnover is one. Good defense from IMPIS. But Juma Peter, you can see the frustration in Ivan Odiambo. He should have found Liam Walker. Putting it on the board. No, he chooses to carry. Kizito. Isolated. Godfrey go for points, or does he go for touch? points it is. Henry Sekuye, the current top point scorer in the Premier League, at 70. An unlikely leader at this point in the Premier League, ahead of
putting it on the board now, putting it on the board now. It chooses to
3 Man of the Match awards so far. It is that trusted right boot, but he can also kick on his left. That has put iMPIS in 4th place, just behind the leading pack of 3. Pirates still unbeaten, but they're facing 2nd place Cobs right now in the top of the table clash at Kings Park. Then Heathens, who inflicted their first defeat just last weekend. Henry Sekuye, clean as ever. What a kick! It's back to square one. Splits the uprights. You can see the spring in his gait. He knows he's able to find that sweet spot, hit the ball with the right power and the right direction, and keep iMPIS in the game. Liam Walker on the wrist, that goes short. Well won by Vania De Boer. We talked about that kick restart and the contest. Buffaloes were able to win it, but they were not able to make a clean retain of possession, and it has been lost forward on the floor by Douglas Mosoke. Pressure from iMPIS, forcing the pressure from Buffaloes, forcing the iMPIS to play on the back foot. Long pass out wide, but Henry Sekuye finds Kennedy Muhumuza, looking to split the backs, but is unable to. Well fielded by Aaron Tuke, looking for that up and under, sells the dummy, lands into the wrong shoulder of Manuel Sediawane. Now Douglas Musoke, long ball out wide to Juma Peter, will look to make amends against Roy Kizito. Still Roy Kizito on top in this collision contest. Unable to roll away for that turnover, but he's doing well against his opposite number, Kizito. Returning from injury after 3 games in the sidelines. He's not got a chance to attack, but he's doing well on the defense, Kizito. Liam Walker now. Long ball out wide to Philippaita. Philippaita finds Aaron Tuke. And Aaron Tuke asks questions of David Dichiri, the other winger from the iMPIS. Liam Walker now getting the forwards to work on Dutch Morgan. Against Martin Odong. He's still isolated. Godfrey Emery had his hands on the ball, but he loses the ball forward there. Douglas Mosoke, the 3rd or 4th handling error from the number 8. The Buffaloes are playing advantage. So Aaron Tuke will look to stretch a bit further away from Henry Sekuye in the kicking contest today. Similar territory as was in his first attempt, but a bit to the right this time. More straight in front of the poles, but this is usually the most tricky of attempts at goal, where you need to hit it straight through the middle. But then also you're coming from a bit of an angle, so you're looking for that curl and curve back inside. Aaron Tuke, unable to just direct it a little bit more to the left, and it sails wide of the uprights. And the score stays at 3-all midway through this first half. Not very many exciting moments between the two sides. The match is being played in that halfway territory with some forays into the 22. But the Buffaloes have enjoyed possession more than the Impis. Jimmy Katumba ripped by Roy Kizito. What good defense from Roy Kizito. Referee says it's a handling error, a knock-on, but I think Roy Kizito, in ripping that ball backwards, is the last man with the hands on the ball, and it has rolled into touch, so should be a line out for the Buffaloes. But the Impis have got that 50-50 call in their favor, so they have a scrum feed at the edge, so the Bucks have about 40 meters width to play with. You can see Henry Nsekwe has the inside option in Roy Kizito, the outside option in Spencer Muhire, and the backdoor option in Jerome Tasiku. Pius Mpoza making that 8th man pick. Katuntu to Henry Nsekwe. Long ball out wide to Jerome Tasiku. Tasiku has 2 men on his outside. A late pass out to Kennedy Muhumuza. Bit of a high tackle, seatbelt high tackle from Liam Walker. I thought he had got away with that, but Umar Balikanda is making sure nobody gets the advantage of the calls, especially when it comes to safety. Henry Nsekwe, long pump off his boot, deep into the 22. Another set piece for Impis. They've managed to progress 40 or so meters, could be 50, in just 2 phases of play from that scrummage. And then forward from that penalty, they now have a line out. It's a 6+1 line out, with Pius Mpoza playing that halfback role. And then he comes forward, dummy jump at number 2. The ball is not able to be gathered by John Tamale. Impis have given away precious possession, and Liam Walker will exit a territory, unable to find touch. Well fielded by Jerome Tasiku, looking for that long pass out wide, but it's not the best of attempts, and it's been gathered by Ivan Odiambo. Ivan Odiambo has Roy Kizito, beats him for pace, and Odiambo, quick recovery, very good kick chase. He dives under the upright. Jerome Tasiku has his hands on his head. He was unable to send that long pass out wide. Henry Nsekwe slides, attempts that kick, and Ivan Odiambo latches onto it to score the first try of the game. Buffaloes lead 8-3 against Impis.
Looking for that long pass
Long
out.
pass by Jerome Tasiku left Henry Nsekwe in an uncomfortable position, and Ivan Odiambo was on hand to hit it at full pace and then take on Roy Kizito, who could not even hold on to his bootlaces. Liam Walker makes it a full complement of points to extend Buffalo's lead to 10 points. And Impis trailing 3. First water break of the game. We will be having a little bit of a break. You know, the heat in Kampala has been hard and hot. First rain in 2 weeks was on Thursday. Cloudy, curve, a bit overcast yesterday and today, but the players will need that hydration, will need that cooling break so that they can stay performing at the top level. As it stands in the top of the table clash, the visitors at Kings Park Cobs are leading by 20